Hello. What's up, dudes? Hey, Night. Hey, Eponymous. Hey, Trent. Enjoy your lurk, dude. Dragon. Cam. Ruka. Shark. Sushi. How y'all doing? Flawed is here, I suppose. Cool. Hey, Aiden. Oh. Cold. Bark. Connor, thank you for the 15 stream streak. How's the schedule coming? Well, we'll do that midstream. It'll be alright. Actually, I have a fun little game planned for today's stream. And by fun little game, I mean a showing of how horrendous we all are at talking to people and our general ability to go outside. So, funny. Hey, Agnog. Oh. You have 3 cats on you and cannot move. Oh no, my steak is too buttery and my lobster is too lobstery. I've had lobster once. It was actually pretty good, but fuck, that shit's expensive, bro. I had lobster on a boat and that shit was expensive, which I feel like should be a crime. Well, that's where the fish live, dog. They're below. Just look down. Just grab one. Where am I? Why am I blushing again? Why am I always blushing? This has been a new trend recently that my model has decided to do, which is now every time I try and stream, it's like, what if you were blushing for no reason? I have no earthly idea why it does that. What is this grass that you speak of touching? So I've only heard myths of it, but I've heard that it grows sometimes, and if you touch, you can also like put it in a pipe and smoke it, and then that does like some funny, funky, wonky shit to your brain. Let's see, let's go through. Okay. Hotkeys aren't working because I'm not in numlock. Let's go numlock. Okay, now that's angry. There's my blush. Okay. Penumbra would never blush. I would never be embarrassed about anything. Pen has come down from being tilted by Skong. No, the rage is just simmering deep inside me. It's going to come out in therapy later, I suppose. It's a true modern male experience. You just repress that shit until you unleash it on some unsuspecting victim. Although my unsuspecting victim, I think, is a streamer, is probably you guys. You guys should really, like, get a bursary for being the unpaid therapists of millions. And by that, I mean, like, 300 streamers. Got to know where I'm at for the first time in a few years. Hope it doesn't come back for 5 more years. We've mostly just had rain here, thankfully. It's weird that Scotland is the warmer of the places. I don't know why. I think it's because of that current. Wasn't there like a existential crisis current to the west of the UK where if it have a fun stream? Thank you, Rook. I will try my best. Where like I really need to stop doing that. It's one of my things that I want to try and stop doing is the because I saw a Josh Strife Hayes video about it, about how simply cutting out the ums and the ahs from your talk makes you sound significantly smarter, and I'm dumb as shit, so I need all the help I can get. Hollow Knight worse for a punishment wheel stream. The thing is, I'm comfortable enough with Souls-like games that a punishment wheel stream kind of just becomes a funny haha. I am so shit at Metroidvanias in general that I think a punishment wheel stream Punishment wheel would just make me give up. This Numi cover MV in short. There was a lot of covers I didn't put in the short. There was a lot of covers this week, unfortunately. Told that, but I don't know how that's even possible to do. If you listen to like Josh Drive Hayes or like Northern Lion, they're very good at cutting out the filler words, and I think it's something that you just have to kind of lock in to do. I also really want to try. I've been trying to like work on my enunciation in my speech, because I think sometimes I try and get all the words out immediately, and I try and like speak as fast as physically possible. There's the see, it just kind of comes naturally when you have a pause. I think it comes from like a weird desire to not let there be pauses in your speech. You have this sort of like weird instinctive urge to fill it with shit, even if that shit doesn't do anything. But I want to get the speed down a little bit, because I feel like I slur my words together a lot when I'm trying to speak, because I'll like get really excited, or I'll be trying to fill out. I have the sentence finished in my brain, and I'm like, I just want it all done, and I just sort of bleh, start sounding American. I'm not going to change my accent. My accent is my accent. I get more Scottish. The longer I spend in Scotland, the more Scottish I'll get. Fucking again. See, I need like a punishment thing. I've been using one of those like habit tracking apps recently to try and get myself into better habits. Can't really use it for speech, obviously, because unless I have my phone out with me all the time. But I've been using that to kind of help me get into the swing of like a new life to life, day-to-day life schedule. Fuck. I need one of those, but for stream. Do you know what I need? I need the Doug thing. Hey Tippy, or hey guy. You know how Doug codes, fuck. You know how Doug codes bots that detect his speech and then makes them do stuff depending on what words he says? I need one of those, but for like any time I'm on stream, that just alerts me whenever I use a filler word, and then like zaps me or something. I had to do self-assessment for the first time yesterday, and it was not fun. I've thankfully never had to do that. I mean, I guess as a streamer, you're kind of doing that constantly, but you know. Should do a stream where Resident Cry talks for you just to annoy Dragon? Absolutely not. I'm not. Connor, you might be okay. I'm never giving Resident control of this channel. How's fitness today? Fitness was good. I didn't go on my walk today because it was raining, but I did my sit-ups and my push-ups and my bridge. It's getting easier, which is weird because it's only been about a week. But I know that within like the first stages of working out, it tends to get easier the fastest because you build muscle super quick. They have shit that cuts out all the ums and filler words and CapCut. Yeah, but I want to be better at speaking, you know? I want to enunciate better. I want to be a better speaker. So that's what I'm trying to lock in on. But yeah, week was good. Nope. Same. This dark given the context, but we're not going into it. Yeah, I want to try and lock in on that. I've got so many things that I'm trying to lock in on this year. It took me like a month to actually get in the swing of it, but I'm working out regularly. I'm paying more attention to what I eat and what I do on a day-to-day basis. I'm taking my meds consistently now. I'm fucking again, god damn it. I'm noticing it now. I'm gonna actually, do you know what? One of my other things is I wanted to get back into coding, because I used to know how to code. I used to know how to do like programming, and I kind of fell off of it because I just didn't have a use case for it after I finished my degree. I kind of want to get it back into it because I do enjoy coding and programming, and I think that could be a fun little activity of trying to code a bot that listens to my words and then just like does something when I use a filler word. I know you can code using AI now, but I refuse to do that out of principle, you know? What if you just stopped speaking? I think most of us would enjoy that. True, but then that'd be appealing to you guys, and I refuse to do that. I don't know, it could be... Coding streams could be fun. I notice you use like far more than the other filler words and you don't even notice. Yeah. Is easy because it's an actual pause. Like is more of like a... I feel like... Okay, that was like used correctly there. But I feel like like is a much more flowy filler word, because it is is like a pause. Is like indicating, oh, I'm thinking. Like is more of a connector word in a lot of places, so it's less abrasive, but I do want to try and cut that out as well. But it could be a fun little side project for stream. I have a fun little game for stream today that I want to do with y'all before we get into our dulls. I also want to try and do more. Somebody linked below my tweet. Somebody linked below my tweet last week about the dulls, like a link to a site that apparently does like Am I the Asshole dulls, where we can sit and vote on whether somebody's the asshole, which to me sounds awesome. I love going through I like watching streamers go through Am I the Asshole, and I realized I had like an epiphany that I could be the streamer doing Am I the Assholes, and we could all react to it. And I want to see what your guys' morality is like, because I often find myself disagreeing a lot with Reddit. Every time someone says like, I just think of Shaggy. But the issue is I already kind of look like Shaddy. Shaddy? Not Shaddy. Not Shadman. I do not look like Shadman. I already kind of look like Shaggy, so I really need to try and dissociate from the Shaggy allegations, where we just rate assholes so people are going to get the wrong idea. It's not hard to disagree with Reddit. Dude, there's nothing more... You know how everybody on the internet lives in a bubble? They all kind of live in like their own little isolated sphere where you think that what everybody else in the sphere thinks is normal, and then you get kind of exposure shock therapy when you step outside and you're like, what the fuck? Y'all live like this? I get that a lot on Reddit, where I will enter into a thread completely of the mindset that like, oh, I will share the opinion of the majority. No, you do not share the opinion of the majority. I remember there was one video on Reddit that did this to me. Like, it was such a visceral reaction I had that was completely opposed to Reddit. It was a video of like a classroom, right? And there was it was like a 14-year-old, maybe 15-year-old kid talking shit to his teacher. Now he was saying some mad shit. Don't get me wrong, he was instigating for sure. But the teacher just like starts beating the fuck out of him. Like genuinely, like I think the kid throws a basketball at him and he just starts swinging at him and like dragging him and like just completely off the walls, absurd levels of violence for a school, right? And his friend like tries to jump in and like throw a swing at the back of the teacher's head to try and get him off. And the teacher turns around and like pushes him away and it goes back to beating the kid. And I went into that thread like, oh my God, people are going to be like, this teacher is absurd. Like, you can't be in an environment around kids and be completely willing to just start swinging. Like, you're twice this kid's size. He's not fully grown yet. You're a fully grown man. What the fuck are you doing? I went into that thread. Dog, the people in that thread were like cheering that this kid was getting his ass beat by this fully grown man. And like the level of mental disconnect was crazy, because there was people shit talking the kid that tried to help his friend. Bearing in mind, the teacher had the first swing. The teacher swung first, like out of nowhere. Like they were having a confrontation and the teacher swung at him, right? And these kids, these people in Reddit were like, oh, I can't believe the kid's coward friend tried to get like a coward punch in the back of his head and then bitched out when the teacher swung back. And it's like, did you watch the video? You just saw a fully grown man take a swing randomly at a 15-year-old kid, start beating the shit out of him, and then threaten to do the same to a friend that tried to jump in and get him to stop. And apparently the kid is the coward and not the fully grown adult that was trusted with the lives of children. And then obviously, because of the internet, the guy got fired, fucking obviously, and people were not happy about it and started like a GoFundMe to raise money for the guy that beat the shit out of a child. And I had one of those moments that was like, oh, here's the thing. The majority of people on Reddit, I believe, deeply in my soul, are kids that got bullied in high school and never really went to therapy, and so that shit just kind of sits in their core. And these people exist, and they end up growing up, and they become like the most insufferable adults you've ever met, because they take that deep resentment of high school children and they just kind of bring that into the rest of their lives. You can you can see it in like movies and stuff as well, where I don't know if you guys have seen this like genre of movie. I see them pop up here and there pretty often, where it'll be like middle-aged actor goes into Starbucks and tries to order a coffee, and the barista's like, is that a venti or a grande? And he's like, oh, just give me the black coffee, dude. Just order a black coffee. Why is it so hard? Why does everything have to be? And then they always like drum up the barista to be like, well, you know, we have our mocha fried venti latte, pumpkin flavored spice, blah blah blah. And it's like, have you ever been in a there's no Starbucks that's like that. If you go into Starbucks and are like, hey, can I get a medium black coffee? They will give you a medium black coffee. If you just go in and say that, it's fine. It all works. They're getting paid minimum wage, but they've done that job. They know how to do it. If you just go in and ask for what you want, nobody's like forcing you to get the special stuff. You can just go in and order your it's a bit weird, don't get me wrong, to go into Starbucks and order just like a straight black coffee. Like, what the fuck? That's sociopath behavior. But you can do it. Nobody's judging you. Nobody sat there like, I don't want to say it's boomers, but it's this sort of mentality that a lot of adults have where they like want to be persecuted. They want to act like, oh, the modern age, these young kids with their fancy coffee options and their pronouns and their stupid colors and their blah blah blah, and they hate us. They're trying to force it on us, and you have to be like, no, bro, nobody cares what you do. You can just live your life, bro. You don't have to, nobody's forcing you to get the pumpkin spice latte. I'm gonna be real, I've had a pumpkin spice coffee before. It was yummy as shit. I liked it, so I'll get one in the future. But nobody said it's this, and it's a, actually I saw I can't remember where I saw it, but it was a cool little analysis of it where somebody pointed out people like that, right, that have got into like their 40s and 50s in the current world, right? They have always lived in a world that publicly and very like obviously conformed to their choices, right? So wherever they went and whatever they did, everybody else was doing the same thing, and so they always felt affirmed that like, hey, what you've done with your life is the good thing. You made the correct choice, right? They go around and everybody kind of looks like them and acts like them and kind of works similar jobs and obeys a lot of the similar social conventions that they're used to. And so every space that they enter continuously affirms them, right? And so to them, to people who've kind of gone through their whole life constantly being affirmed by the world, not being affirmed, so entering a space that doesn't just look identical to them and do all the same shit they do, looks like harassment, if that makes sense, right? So, you know, they've grown up their whole life around other people drinking black coffee, going by not like just the pronouns they look like, wearing basic shit clothes that obey social conventions, you know, not cross-dressing or anything. And so the people like that, when they enter into a space that it doesn't harass them, but just enter into a space that doesn't conform to that standard of living, it makes them feel inadequate because they've never had to deal with that before. They've never had to deal with being in a space that doesn't immediately conform to every life choice they've made. And that's why they're so like vocal about it and so angry about it, because it feels like people are trying to force on them a lifestyle. But in reality, it's just that for once in their fucking life, the entire world around them is not reflecting their exact worldview. And it was an interesting little analysis. It was makes you think, you know? Our noble large black coffee versus their barbaric grand Americano. Yeah, it's always fucking adults, man. I mean, there's a lot of that in media when you get to look for it. There's a lot of dialogue in a lot of media that just makes me cringe now, where I'm like, this was written by like a 60, 50-year-old dude that's just like, again, it's like the 50-year-old the 50-year-old guy that never got over his high school trauma and now like takes it out on every high school aged person that he sees and kind of projects his insecurities onto them. It's kind of insufferable, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll order a McDouble and a McFries and a large diet McPepsi, McBeepus. I have an entire poli-sci course on this topic, man. I enjoy analyzing world. I enjoy thinking. I enjoy exploring the marketplace of ideas, as NL would say. You solve that problem by getting fresh trauma. That's true. It is actually true. It's like a deck builder. You can only hold so many trauma cards in your hand at once. So if you just get new trauma, it does just eventually cycle out the old trauma. So the real min-max strategy of life is to just keep getting new traumas until you get one that you want. And then, if anything was a staple of stand-up comedy in the 90s, it's such a played out joke. It's honestly kind of just, it's people who want to constantly talk about how bad the world is and how nobody likes jokes anymore, but then they always have the worst fucking jokes you've ever seen, you know? Anyway, outside of that, little game I had planned for today. Do you want to see? We're like half an hour in, and then we can do Am I the Asshole stuff. So, this is going to be light mode. I'm sorry, but I don't control the brightness of my screen. Ugh. So, I hope this isn't going to dox anything about me, but I don't really care. I had an idea. So I was watching I've been very much on an NL binge recently. I found that Northernlion has the exact right amount of brain power required to watch his streams, where he monologues in like a monotone voice, which allows you to lock in on a task and like focus on it without necessarily constantly getting distracted. But he also says some wild shit sometimes that makes you lock in just enough that you don't just kind of get bored and not want to focus on the task. So if I'm doing like my workout in the morning, or if I'm doing my chores like washing dishes, I kind of always have an NL clip on, or I have a librarian video on, let's be honest. I don't watch streams. But I kind of constantly have an NL video playing in the background, and I had one play today when I was doing my workout of him doing the Name 100 Women challenge, which, if you don't know, was a thing popularized by Cutie Cinderella a little while back of, you know, naming 100 women. Now, as VTuber fans, we don't know 100 women. We don't speak to women. Women aren't real. However, what we do know is anime women. And I figured it could be kind of funny to try and see how quickly I could name 100 VTubers and time it, and then see if anybody else could beat that time, you know? So I'm not going to be looking at chat for this. I'm not going to be like getting recommendations from chat. So don't put in recommendations. You can call me a bitch, but don't put in like your Oshi to be put in, right? I'm going to go and I'm going to try and name 100 VTubers in one sitting. We're going to see how, it's not going to be like only 100. I know more than 100 VTubers. It's more of a time thing. I want to see how quickly I can name 100 VTubers. So the rules that I set out, I'll probably tweet this afterwards as well, because I think it could be a funny thing. The rules are, has to be 100 VTubers. First, if they have a last name, you have to include it. If it's like a handle thing, it's negotiable. Like if you just say Henya instead of Henya the Genius, I think that's fine. But if it's like a Hololive VTuber, you do have to say like Hoshimachi Suisei. So you have to include the full name. You can use dead VTubers or live VTubers. You can also use past life and current life as two separate entries. So that's, you know, that's like a plus 10 right there. And I think that about covers it. I can't think of any other clarifying rules that might be in place. I guess what qualifies as a VTuber, if they've used any sort of virtual model, you know, just to avoid any fucking bullshit. Seen this for Gen 1 Pokemon? Yeah, so I want to see how quickly I can get it. Because again, I watched the NL clip, and NL did 100 women in like 7 minutes. You have to spell the full name correctly and get the correct name order. Okay, I will say spelling, I'm going to say doesn't matter. As long as you have like the because some of the fucking Japanese names are stupid. I'm going to say that like, as long as you like clearly know what the name is, like sounds like, you don't have to get exactly right spelling, just because I don't want to be bothered spell checking shit. So we'll go easy on the spelling as long as you get the name roughly right. So I also have, I did the thing. Where is it? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Here, I have this. For the first time ever, I'm using the timer. So I wanna get bets. How long do you think? Why am I stuttering? Holy shit! How long do you think it will take? Because my current.
Hey Dragon, I'd counter limit your chat, so just start nuking people who say tuber name Smile.
I like the mod to mod communication. Thank you for the biddies, Connor. So, I think, based on the fact that it took NL 7 to 8 minutes to get 100 women, I think I can probably get around that. I think I can get sub 10 at the very least. Probably. So, let me just check that this works. It does not. Hang on. Oh, because I hit an unlock, I think. Okay. Right. Oh, is that also my keybind for model switching to Lopi? Hang on. Or did somebody... No, nobody redeemed it. I think that's also my keybind for model switching to Lopi. I forgot about that. Whoopsie daisies. Hang on. Let me... let me fix this really quick. I don't want to be constant rabbit mode for this this challenge. Settings. Let's do... We're going to do control key. Yeah, okay, that works. Thank you for starting the prediction. Let me switch back to my normal model. Thank you for the instructions, VTube Studio. I'm sure I need them after using this. I thought I had Spout set up. Did it? Oh, I might not have switched this scene's model tracking to Spout. It's fine. Wait like 2 minutes until you start. Why? What, for the prediction to run in? Okay, Twitch is gambling. Sorry. It gives me time to test the timer and stuff. Okay. That worked. So let's get it back on the screen. Okay. Can't vote on mobile. Well, you don't believe in me anyway, so. You can't gamble? Can you not gamble on mobile? Is that a thing on Twitch? I honestly don't expect Twitch to have any kind of morals. Also, let me move the timer over a little bit so it's not like on top of the thing, just in case. There are some long ass VTuber names, you know. I don't think there's that. You never know. Let me just bump this here, and then. Okay. You can, but Merlino can't because law. Oh, right, yeah. 90% complete 15 minutes, the last 10% next 90 minutes. No, I think I can get it sub 10. I think I can get 100. I've been doing this shit for a while, man. I'd kind of be disappointed in myself if I can't do the sub 10, because then what the fuck have I been doing for the last 3 years? Oh, Dragon was talking about you threatening for Resnick and you to take over the channel. Okay. Let's do... We'll start at 10:35. We're going to have a timer on her, so it doesn't really matter, but... Oh, my neck. You guys ready? I hydrated. I'm stretched. I'm limbered up. Bro's cheating by thinking about women before he starts. Okay, Connor's put it in emote only, which I think is fair. It stops chat cheating. Okay. Fuck it, I'm gonna send it. Right. I kind of want to turn off the music because I kind of want to lock in. I might just turn the music down. I need to lock in. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. We're going to start with Hololive, obviously. So we're going to do Gargura. We're going to do Tsukumo Sana. We're going to do fucking Amelia Watson, Calliope, Mori, and Nino Mai Inanis. Next one, Ceres Fauna, Orochrony, Akos Bales, fucking, oh shit, nope, that's next gen, Fauna, Crony, Bay, Council, Mumi, Nanashi, Mumi, and who's the last one? Wait, no, Sana's part of Council, isn't she? Who did I miss? Calliope, Mori. Oh, fucking Kiara. Fuck it, Uta, Nashi. I got my gens mixed up. It's fine. We're heading down. All right. Narissa Ravencroft. Fuwawa Abyssguard? Mokoko Abyssguard? You guys can flag me, by the way, if I've got a name wrong, just so that I can go back and correct it before I hit time. Narissa, Fuwawa, Mokoko. Oh god, who's she gay with? Not Bibu. Bibu's not the one. What's her actual name? Kaseki Biju. Marissa, Fuwa, Mokoko, Bibu. Oh, ERB. Elizabeth Bloodflame. Okay. I think that's Hollow EN. We're not going to worry. Do we do the rest of Hollow? I think I'm just going to start spitballing other Hollow members while we're here. So let's do Kureiji, Ollie, Hoshimachi, Suisei, Picora, Usada, Picora, Matsuri. I don't know her other name. Let's see, other Rainy. What's Rainy's second name? Havola? Eofi. I don't know Eofi's second name. Shit, I'm not good with Hollow ID members. Koroni. I don't know Koroni's other name either. Inugami? Okay. Let's move on. 20 in Hololive's fine. I'd probably like to get more, but do we go Niji? No, Niji's a trap. I don't know Niji that well. We can do Niji later. Let's do Vishoujo. Hime Hajime. Project Melody. Iron Mouse, Booby. Neither of them have second names, I don't think. Henya. I'm just going to say Henya, the genius, full name. We're going to do Matara Khan. Amelie / Monarch. Other Vishoujo members. Fuck it, we could do Vebe. Only has one name, I believe. Silvervale also only has one name. We did Henya. Kason. Oh, and also Coco. Oh, Ryu? Coco. Fuck, what's her actual name? Coco Kizuryu? I think it's Kizuryu Coco. I think. People are going to see where my brain went. Let's see. Kizuryu Coco, Silvervale. What other Vishoujo members are there? We did. Oh wait, they only did Kanen Kuro. I think his full name is Kanen Kuro. I don't think he has a second name. I think most Western VTubers don't have second names. Kanen Kuro. I'm forgetting them. I can tell I'm forgetting them, and people are gonna be mad that I'm forgetting them. Oh, it's Zentrea. Is that it for? Is that it for? I'm trying to remember like the song covers they've done and shit. I guess Nyanners as well. Okay, 35. Shit, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I'd be at like 50 by the time I got out of Hololive. All right, we're gonna have to go to Niji Sanji territory. Let's just. I don't know the gens well enough. So Rosami, Lovelock, Finana, Ryugu, Selene, Tatsuki, Millie, Parfait, Reimu, Endo, Millie, Reimu. What's the other one? There's Nina, Kosaka, and the other little one. Millie, Reimu. What's the other little one's called? Oh, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking? Millie, Parfait, Big Hat, Reimu. God, I can't even remember what she looks like. I'm drawing a complete blank. Fuck it, we skip it. We go, oh, but it's going to annoy me. Millie, Reimu. Oh, I can't remember. There's like the three little ones and Nina. I can't remember what the other little one's name is. I can't even picture her. Oh, so I've spelled parfait wrong. It's parfait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, this is inefficient. I need to keep moving. Oh, I'm at 6 minutes already? Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm fucked. This is so much harder than I thought it'd be. Okay. Let's just keep going. We gotta do... Let's do Luxium. Vox Akuma. Mr. Rius. Luca Kaneshiro. Shu Yamino, I think. Ike Eveland. Fulgur Ovid. Albin Knox. Hex Haywire. Doppio Dropscythe. Vesalius Bandage. I'm rattling them off. Maloko Kyoran. What are the other unnamed? They're not in anymore. I can't remember their name, but they were there. Okay, who else? What other gens are there? There's other. We did Finana, did Selene, Rosemi. Oh, what's the other pink-haired one called? Unnamed does count. Their name is unnamed. Fucking Usan. Do you want me to call them Usan? Like their actual VTuber name is unnamed. That is their VTuber identity. Yeah, their actual name is unnamed. I wasn't just saying unnamed. Okay. Is there any other Niji members that I'm forgetting so many Niji members. I'm trying to remember which ones I forgot. Oh, fucking... one of the fucking Vishoujo members I did. I forgot. Obviously, again, not in there anywhere, but Mika Melatika. Again, spelling doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. I think we have to abandon Niji. We have to go somewhere else. I don't know Phase well enough, but I can do a few of them. Pipkin, Pippa, Tenma. I don't know the last name of Tenma. Ember, Amani, Dizzy. Oh fuck. Dokuro? I think it's Dizzy Dokuro. Fuck. Panko. What's Panko's last name? Komachi. No, is it Komachi Panko? I think it's Komachi Panko. Fuck. Okay. I think Phase is bad for me. I don't know Phase well enough. Let's do... Okay, let's pivot. Bonnie Barkswell. I don't know Globy members well enough. I'm so bad at everything. I'm blanking. So the moment I've put this shit to the test, my brain is drawing a blank. I'm going to pass 10 minutes. I was well too optimistic. How the fuck did NL do 100 women? This is my literal job. I think I just got to start spitballing. I got to start going. Let me just... My brain is drawing a blank. I'm drawing a fucking blank immediately. Underhill. He doesn't have a last name, does he? He's just Underhill. Let's do Indies. I could just start... Heavenly. Who does Heavenly collab with all the time? Kumi. No, Kumi has a second name that I don't know. The second name thing is fucking me. Why am I blanking so early? Okay, let's just go let's pick another agency. Yuko Yuri. Poco Raccoon. Anya Ignis. Chika Fuji. Lisa. Chabelle. Tonya. Okay, who else is in Chroma Shift? Oh god, I'm blanking immediately on everybody's name. Heavenly, I mean, Heavenly's rebranding out of Heavenly Father, but I mean, I can put Heavenly Father in there, but I think he's trying to get that out of his branding currently. Let's see, Evanito. Evan's a VTuber. I'm saying Evan's a VTuber. He has a VTuber model. He's used a VTuber model. Kumi doesn't have a last name. W. Okay. I need those filler words. They help my brain work. God, I should know. I should know more than this. I should be better than this. What is there another agency I can like go to, or do I just gotta go for indies? Juniper Act, yes. Sends rip everyone's points. I know, right? I mean, there's got to be some easy ones I can go for. I could go back into Hololive JP, but I don't know Holo JP enough. Like there's Fubuki, but what the fuck is Fubuki's last name? Punka Lofi, Briette Cookie Box, Mum at Cookie Box, Umi Q. It's Umi Kyoka, right? Not Kyoka. Oh my god, I'm so bad with last names. Amaya Whisper. Oh, fucking Cherry Lupina. Did I do Nova already? No. Nova Alchemy. Fuck. Velvet Noir. Easy. Thank you, Velvet. We're doing a name 100 VTubers thingy, so let's see. What other friends do I have? Fucking Mercury. I think, well, his name is technically Saint Mercury, but Mercury is his full name, technically. Bro's forgetting a crucial VTuber. I mean, I could fucking put myself down, yeah, if I wanted to. Bria Cookie Box, Mama Cookie Box, Umiko. Who else do I know? Elia, Stellaria. I could just start naming my friends. Ulix D's technically counts. I think SK has a VTuber model, right? Who else? I did Booby already. Yeah, I can just name everybody from VExpo. Cookie Killer. Who else was there? Fuck. Now I can't name people because I'll be revealing that they were there. Fuck. But I'm remembering so many people, but I can't see they were there. God damn it. I've crippled myself. Let's see. Okay, let's go different. Who graduated or who switched this year? Forgot if does Whisper count? I guess Tao Rose has streamed like once. He counts. Let's see. Who else graduated or like did graduations this year? Ren Penrose. She left Idol this year, right? Does RT Game count? I don't think RT Game counts. Who else left an agency this year? Why am I blanking so hard? Holy fuck. I was so confident. Why wouldn't he streamed? True. I just didn't know if he counted himself as a Whisper. I guess WFN Whisper. That's his full name. No recommendations in chat. I'm not looking at chat. Okay, I need to find like a new gold main to go for. People I've collabed with. Rexon. Oh wait, this is huge. Rexon goes into Filian. Filian goes into oh god, the Bikini Bottoms. Holy shit. Akuma Nimune. Bao the Whale. Shy Lily. Cinder. Fucking who else is in Gamer Subs? Who else is in like that whole section of let's see. Fuck, I did Juniper. Why am I Victoria, the Sun Eater, Cabal, Fuck, that's not how you spell Cabal at all. I don't have to fix it, but I have to because it will annoy me otherwise. Cabal. Who else did I put in like VTuber videos? Cabal. Oh my god, I'm so close. I just need like Takahata. We're in male VTuber territory. Slim Pickens. Oh fucking Joe. Nah, Porcelain Maid. Porcelain Maid. Oh my god, I need 3 more. Think, Penumbral, think. This is your job. Do your job. Who's in today's short? Fuck, who was in today's short? Oh, fucking Maid Mint had her thing, and Samiko Saba, and who else was in today's short? I did Bonnie already. I don't think Nosagi counts. I literally just need 1 more. Why am I blanking? Why am I blanking so hard? Why am I blanking so hard? I need 1 more. I did Ulysses 30. That'd be a funny way to end it. Fuck. I need 1 more. Why? I'm wasting so much time. Just think of one. Just think of one. Just think of a VTuber. Think of a woman. Name a woman. VTuber. Whoa. Fucking Hololive, Matsuri, Calliope Mori, Hoshimachi Suisui, Fuomoko. No, I can't name a woman. I cannot name a woman. Okay, name a man. Think of a man. Ricky! Ricky doesn't have a last name. I think he just goes by Ricky VT. No, just Ricky. There we go. I think that's all of them. I don't know if I got any wrong. Oh fuck, I forgot to hit time. Oh, time isn't working. Fuck. Dog, 18 minutes is abysmal. Fauna was in there. Did I forget Fauna in the Hololive? Oh, fucking Shiori. I forgot about Shiori. Who was the little one in Niji Sanji? I had Amelie. Oh, why did I not name Tippy? Tippy was in chat earlier. Matara I named. I didn't get Doki. I got Iron Mouse. I didn't get Iris. No, it wasn't Petra. Forgot the rest of Justice that said ERB. Yeah, I kind of threw it, I'm not gonna lie. Fufu, yeah, another friend of mine. Obi Katy Cat. Frikey. Now that I'm out of the competition, I can... Enna. It was Enna Alouette. Ophelia, which I should have got when I said fucking Umi. Doki Bird I should have got. Rana. I did think of Rana when I said Amaya, but I was like... I couldn't remember the last name. Gigi. I can't believe I forgot the rest of Justice. Oh my god. Anyway, hi. Thank you for the raid, Velvet. That was horrific. I thought I was doing so much better. I could have went into Holostars a little bit. I'm not great with Holostars, but I could have done Machina Flayon. This is it. I know the rest. Oh wait, fucking Joker Man. God, I'm just bad with the moment you put me on the spot, I just become really bad with names. I really should be better at that. F's in chat. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm gonna tweet it, even though I'm kind of ashamed of myself. I'm glad that you forgot I didn't know all this small VTuber people. In fact, you missed so many big ones, a true testament. Dude, it's hard when you're put on the spot to like name people. It's something about like putting people on the spot to name shit makes it just leave your brain. I don't know what it is. Okay. I definitely could probably get sub 10 if I locked in, but... Yeah, I don't know if it's like, it's just weird, bro. I can't... It's... Like, if you sat me down, right now, and you asked me, like, okay, name all the Hololive generations, right? Gura, Ami, Kali, Kiara, Ina. Next gen is Council, which is Fauna, Crony, Sana, Bay, and Mumi. Then you have... I can't remember the name. It's not Justice. Is it Justice? Maybe Justice. But it's got Narissa, Fua, Mokoko, Gigi, and... Oh no, that was the one with 4, wasn't it? Or was it 5, but Fuamoko was 1 channel. Gigi, Narissa, Shiori. And then you have CC, ERB... Oh god, I'm so bad at later Hololive gens. But yeah, so I'm definitely better when I just chill and let my brain work. But apparently when you put me on a spot, I just crumble. Anyway, that was fun. I'm annoyed at myself. I know I can do better than that. I feel like I just failed a test. It had 0 consequences, don't get me wrong. No, like, it has 0 bearing on my life how quickly I can do this. But I still, to some extent, feel like I failed a test. Thank you for the brief, fuck you. Both first name, yeah, the first name and last name fucked me up as well. There's a few VTubers that I'm like, I know their name, but I don't know their full, like, legal name. Like, all of Holo JP, like, if I was allowed to just go, like, Matsuri, fucking Fubuki, Suisei, Korone, you have to hand in your VTuber license. No! It's all I'm worth, it's all I have. I'd struggle to name about 20 without a time limit. I feel like I could do 10 minutes if I just locked in. There's so many of, like, my friends that I forgot. Anyway. There's also a chance that like some of these are wrong because they technically have a last name that I didn't know about, you know? Oh my god. I'm frustrated. My tism was not strong enough. Welcome back, Omar. There's definitely a strat there as well. I think if I took my time and just actually rattled through sequentially Hololive and Niji. Because what it is, Obsidia, then Etheria, then Blackout? Is it? Is that what's the third gen called? Is third gen Luxium? All these academy years wasted. I know, you think I was training this entire time to be good at one thing, and then it turns out I'm actually shit at that one thing. This is also, by the way, why I stopped doing like live stream news tubing as well. This is one of the reasons. I'm dog shit at names and like remembering names when I'm put on the spot. Everyone's screaming from the punishment wheel, one spin to make them stop. Absolutely not. I'm not beholden to anybody. I have 13 Twitter notifications. What the fuck? I'm disappointed in myself. Anyway. Do you realize we could use male VTubers, so that probably has like 4 minutes? I mean, realistically, how many male VTubers do you know? You're okay at that nameless VTuber? Dude, if it's the other way around, if you give me a VTuber and you tell me to name them, I'm probably good. Like, I actually know a lot of VTubers. It's just when you do the other way around and you're like, hey, name every woman, name every VTuber. I just get like fucking It's a problem of creating knowledge, you know? You know what? Let's feel better about ourselves. You want to go judge some people on the internet? How come you're better at matching eyes and naming VTubers? Because all the knowledge is in my head, all right? It's the same as like, if I ask you what a word means, if I say a word and I ask you what it means, you're probably okay at doing it. But if I just give you a vague definition and I'm like, hey, what's the word that means this? It's harder. You know, like it is harder. Clearly, we just have to do this every week until I have it down to like sub 10. Clearly, we just got to lock in and train hard. Okay. Sometimes I like to navigate Discord while I'm live just to check on what's going on. Like, the boys are playing Siege. And I'm always terrified that I'm going to accidentally click in and like end up in a random VC. Gotta pump those numbers up, man. Those are normie numbers. I know. Oh no, I gotta pump the numbers down. Numbers aren't high. Numbers are too high. I need, oh no, 9 seconds. Yeah, I named 100 VTubers in 9 seconds. Is actually quite the accomplishment. We have not done the schedule yet. We'll do a schedule later at some point, probably. Let's see. I'm trying to fit. Oh yeah, that's why I opened up Twitter. I opened up Twitter and got distracted. I opened up Twitter to see. Last week I tweeted about there should be a Am I the Asshole doll. And somebody replied with a link to an Am I the Asshole doll. Am I the Asshole guesser? Can you guess if this poster is the asshole? Guess the verdict from over 1,000 popular Am I the Asshole Reddit posts. Okay. Daily challenge. You ready? You ready to be judgmental? I'm ready to be judgmental. Am I the asshole for refusing to make a sister commitment vow at my dad's wedding to his future stepkids? What? I'm 17F and my dad is married Juan, who's a six-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. The wedding is a few weeks away and her kids wanted to do vows between us kids, saying we'll be siblings forever. I think it was her son's idea based on something he saw on TV, but her daughter has been all excited about the idea. However, I don't want to do it. And I said no when the topic was brought to me. Joanne's kids were upset, and now Joanne and my dad are mad and saying it's harmless and would make them happy. Joanne said I better be planning to actually take a role of an older sibling and be active in her kids' lives when she and my dad are married, because it will crush their hearts since they've known me for 3 years now and don't remember a life where I'm not their sister. I said I won't make those vows and they can't force me to. Am I the asshole? So, opinions originally. Don't... I'm kind of torn because part of me wants to be like, just fucking say the thing to the kids to make them happy. They're kids, right? Like... I got to 15 minutes, you do this for a living. Yeah, but the first 50 is fucking easy. It's the last 50 that's hard. The farther in you go, the harder it becomes. Oh, so you're not doing it live. Can't read that. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so zoomed out, sorry. So, my... I'll catch you later, Lodrog, thank you for dropping by. My initial thought is you can just say the thing to the kids, right? Like, who cares? Make the kids happy. Don't be like a bitch about it. But you're also a kid, and like dragging you into the marriage and making you like step up as a sibling is kind of fucked. Like, it's not your responsibility to placate them. And also the whole I better be planning to actually take a role of an older sibling and be active in our kids' lives is fucked. And I also know that Reddit is very, very skews, very anti-child, and tends to kind of have this whole idea of that like children are scum and are owed nothing. So I'm gonna vote not the asshole. Apparently it was. I don't get like a percentage or anything, so you just have to go based off vibes. Would I be the asshole if I tried to get my sister to stop lifting weights with me? Throwaway. I, 20M, have a sister 16 that I've been going to the gym with regularly for about 2 years now. Of course, we can't go at the moment, but I assume this was made during COVID, but I have weights in our garage that we've been using. My sister's always been strong, especially for a girl her size that doesn't play sports. Recently, she got a massive boost in strength and can almost lift as much as me on a few exercises. What the fuck? Your 16-year-old hang on. You've been lifting for 2 years and your 16-year-old sister can lift as much as you? My friends at the gym already make fun of me for bringing her along, but when we go back and she can lift as much, if not more than me, I don't know if I can handle the embarrassment. We also take a self-defense class, Krav Maga, where she can hold her own against me and some other people that are larger than her, but since it doesn't revolve around strength, I'm not too worried about it. Would I be the asshole if I somehow tried to encourage her to not lift weights as much? You would be the asshole. For sure. First of all, like, get over your fucking weird masculine issues. Like, if your sister's stronger than you, she's stronger than you, whatever. Also, complete side thing. If you're lifting correctly and working out correctly, there's no shot at all that your 16-year-old sister should be able to lift as much as you. Just purely statistically, that shouldn't be a possibility. And this isn't me being like a sexist prick, by the way. Like, weightlifting is one of the biggest like discrepancies between the genders. It is genuinely absurd. Like, the difference in ability to like upper body lift weights, maybe legs, but how the fuck? You're definitely the asshole, but I'm also confused as to what the fuck you're doing. Okay, I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to view the original post. Let me just real quick. That's so weird. Anyway. I can lift far more than most men. I don't lift. I don't know, bro. If you don't train lifting, I mean, like, you don't have to train lifting to be able to lift. Like, you can train other stuff and it will transfer, right? So, like, even if you don't lift, if you're otherwise athletic and do other stuff, yeah, that absolutely will transfer. But, like, the graph for lifting is... I'll see if I can find it. Hang on. I feel like one of those fucking alpha male incel streamers, like, oh, don't, like, but I'm not trying to be. It's just, it's genuinely one of the most absurd, like, discrepancies you can see. But because it's something like the top, like, 1% of women are about equal to the average man, or something like that. Let me see. It's just, it's strange, especially a 20-year-old man, dude. Like, what the fuck? That's grip strength. Hang on, snatch versus clean and jerk. What the fuck is a jerk? Couldn't name 100 women, now is bringing graphs to say how men are better than women. That's me. I'm your misogynistic streamer. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I can continue to be your alpha male podcast and talk about how much better men are than women. No, but it's like, have you not seen those posts as well from like, there are girls that go to the gym continuously and then they bring their boyfriend who doesn't lift along for one session and he can lift like as much as they can. And it's just I don't know, it's just one of those things of like upper body strength. It's like the biggest sexual dimorphism in humans. Anyway, am I the asshole for missing my daughter's birthday weekend? Some background. I have 2 daughters from my previous marriage. They are 8 and 11. I love them, but I would say my relationship with them is kind of rocky. I try my best to visit or make phone calls, but it hardly ever happens due to busy schedules. Naturally, I have a better relationship connection with my son in my current marriage. I obviously would never tell them that. Okay, immediately, what the fuck? My son and daughter have birthdays that happen to be 2 days apart. The plan was to celebrate my son's birthday and then spend the weekend with my daughters. It was exciting for all of us because I haven't seen him since last summer. The weekend comes around, but I realized I couldn't make it. We had just thrown a big party for my son and I was extremely exhausted. My wife said it was an asshole move. My ex-wife is mad at me and told the girls are upset and disappointed. I'm the only one who thinks it was a valid excuse. Am I the asshole? Edited that it's a 6-hour drive between us. Yeah. Okay, this is a freebie. Obviously, you're the fucking asshole. First of all, you haven't seen your daughters since last summer. You throw a big party for your son, and that apparently makes you so... Honestly, I feel like I wish there was a better option for fake. Sometimes these posts, I feel like, are deliberately made to be like karma farms. Post said he was too EP for his children. Honestly, NTA, he want to have a nap. True and real. Okay, well that was easy. It's a quick mod. Am I the asshole for telling my brother's fiancé that my husband pays for everything? Also, yeah, rage bait. There's definitely a shit ton of rage bait on Am I the Asshole. My brother wanted to split bills 50-50 with his fiancé even after marriage, but she didn't want to as he earns more than her. He ended up getting her to agree by claiming even me and my husband split everything 50-50, which is a lie. I didn't know he had lied to her until she asked me if I could give her some advice on how married couples should split their finances. She asked me how my husband and I split our bills, and I was honest and told her he paid for everything. This caused a huge fight between her and my brother. The fight was so bad that she's threatening to break off their engagement unless he promises to pay for everything. My brother is blaming me for interfering in his relationship and putting unrealistic ideas into her head. Am I the asshole? I need the everyone sucks here option. You all sound like horrible people. First of all, like, I feel like even if somebody in the relationship makes more than the other, they shouldn't be paying for everything. Like, at that point, you might as well just, like, accumulate your income and then use that to spend on shit. Like, obviously, it depends. If you're not making anything and they're making everything, then yeah. Like, if they're rich and you're making minimum wage, then sure. But, like, for the most part... Hey, Mari. Stream's going good. We're trying to judge who the assholes are. So there are things in there, but generally, like, the idea of... like, the dude paying 100% sucks. But he shouldn't have lied. I'm going to say not the asshole because she ultimately just told the truth, which it's not her fault that her brother lied to his fiancé. But that whole thing fucking sucks. I'm the asshole for giving my niece forbidden books. Oh god, she gave her the Harry Potter. My 15-year-old niece saw that I had an old set of his Dark Materials book, banger, which she asked to borrow. I've been a big fan since I was a kid, but my overly religious sister-in-law wouldn't have approved since the church banned it. It doesn't contain anything NSFW and is meant for children. I think it's for ages 10 to 12, but has some anti-religious themes. I let her borrow them and my sister-in-law found them. I tell her they're mine and to return them, and she freaks out at me saying I'm trying to make her daughter a slut and rip them up. I'm an asshole for lending my niece books that her mother doesn't want her reading. I mean... This is hard, right? I think it's very easy to see this through the lens of like your morality, because obviously in mine and probably a lot of your guys' views, right, those books wouldn't be problematic at all. However, if you replace them with books that were problematic and did the same thing, like the idea of like ultimately it isn't your child to parent and it isn't within really your rights to go around, like if you didn't know the mother, and you didn't know she would disapprove, then that's one thing. But if you know for a fact that the mother would disapprove of the thing you're doing, and you going around the parent and giving the kid books anyway, that you know their parent wouldn't want them to do, like, that is kind of on you. Even if we all acknowledge that it's fucking ridiculous that a 15-year-old wouldn't be allowed to read a book like that. It's hard, right? Because I feel like the Reddit's probably going to say not the asshole, I'm going to guess. Yeah. However, like, if you put yourself in a different perspective, right? Like, let's say it was, first of all, a different religion, because people are very willing to dunk on Christian religious beliefs. If it was a different, let's say it was like a pornographic book, right? Or let's say it was a very adult content book that had like smut in it. Now then, you and I might still agree, hey, a 15-year-old kid is probably fine to be reading that stuff. It's probably actually healthy for them that they are aware of that. But if you would still be going outside your bounds as an uncle to be giving that book to a minor that their parent doesn't want them reading, right? Even if you think in your head that they should be allowed to read it, even if you acknowledge that it's something that is morally okay for them to be reading, you would still be going outside the bounds of your, like, outside what is acceptable for you as an uncle. Yeah, it's the thing of, like, ultimately I think you do have to respect the parents' wishes, and not, but also the parents' wishes are fucking stupid. So you both kind of suck for different reasons. Am I the asshole for calling my friend ugly after she asked me to name her biggest weakness? Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna say yeah, just off of that, but generally it's not a good idea to call anyone ugly, but it was just a normal conversation, and my friend started asking what's her least desirable quality. She wanted to know her biggest weakness, and I honestly couldn't think of that many. Then the only thing I could think of is that she's not attractive. She has many positive qualities, but this is honestly the only negative quality of her. I thought this was a valid answer, since it is indeed a weakness to be unattractive. So I just told her that her biggest weakness was that you're not very attractive, and she just sort of got silent and then got a bit upset. It told me it was hurtful. First of all, this is written by a 15-year-old, or like a 13-year-old probably. Second, I'd say if somebody's asking you what their biggest weakness is, high chance they're asking you because they want to maybe ideally be able to like work on it, and you can't really like work on anything. Like, it's one thing if you were like, hey, you don't dress well, hey, your fashion sense is a bit out of whack, hey, your hygiene is a bit rough, and it, like, that shit that they could work on. It's like, just saying somebody's unattractive is rough. Like, it's not a thing they can work on. However, asking somebody what your biggest negative quality is just asking to be fucking, you're just asking to be offended. Like, you're literally going out of your way to be hurt, you know? So she's an idiot, you're an asshole, basically, is my verdict. Okay, we do one more round. This is fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting to be a judgmental prick. Oh, so yeah, being ugly isn't a weakness, it's just a thing that you are. I think, like, to a certain extent, I think most people can look better, is the thing. And obviously I'm not the kind of person to say this because I don't fucking dress particularly well or anything, but like, you'd be surprised that, like, if you actually put effort, you can't change like your facial structure really unless you're willing to get surgery, but like dressing well, taking care of your hygiene, taking care of your hair, doing like basic skincare, oftentimes for a lot of people you'd be surprised at like how much of your attractiveness you can sway if you put an effort in. So if your criticism, or if your weakness, quote unquote, was, hey, you look a bit unkempt, you look like you don't take care of yourself. However, just saying somebody's ugly is shitty. I'm in the asshole for buying my girlfriend a dress in the wrong size. Throw away because I'm sure I'm about to get some hate. I, 25M, bought my girlfriend, 24F, a size 10 dress from Aritzia for her birthday. I'm not familiar with women's sizes, so I just took what I thought would fit her. When she opened it, she was pissed because she's a size 4 and asked me if I thought she was fat. I was surprised because I could just return it and get another one, but she said it showed I didn't care about her feelings because I could have just checked the tags on her clothes or asked her. On one hand, she told me she used to make herself throw up in high school to lose weight and is very touchy about her appearance, so I should have been more careful. But on the other hand, I think she's been kind of dramatic over a small thing that was an honest mistake. Fuck. This is just such a stupid guy thing to do. I mean, if you're gonna buy clothes with somebody, you should have thought about asking them, but ultimately, like, you're not an asshole. Like, you're not a bad dude. You weren't trying. Honestly, I would have probably went a size 10. But that's because to me, a size 10 is like medium. Like, a size 4? The fuck are you talking? Like, to me, at least for guys where I live, like a size 10 would be like a medium. We also don't use size, like, numbers like that, but like my shoe sizes are like a size 11 and a half. You know, and generally when there are numbers assigned to things, it's in like the 10-ish range. And it's not consistent. Yeah, it's not consistent at all. Like, I've bought identical sizes for different clothings and gotten completely different results. Dude, I bought clothes from, like, I think it was like Uniqlo or something, like the Japanese, or I think it's Japanese, or it's like an Asian clothing store. Fucking sizes there are completely different. They actually fit me better because they tend to be a lot longer and narrower, but I don't know. Nobody's an asshole here. You could have asked, it's not a big deal. I feel like Reddit might say you're an asshole, but I'm gonna go with you're the asshole. I don't think they're an asshole. Like, I think you made a mistake. I think she's probably got some insecurities that she maybe needs to work on. Because the thing is, a size 10 is so clearly out of range that it is only done because you just have no fucking clue what the sizes are. Like, the idea that this guy went, my girlfriend's fat as fuck, I should get her a size 10, and that, like, it's weird. I don't know. The idea that he thinks of her in clothing sizes. I'm about to get some hate is antagonistic, but also, like, if he's just been being yelled at by his girlfriend, I can kind of see it. I'm the asshole for not wanting my wife's single friend to come over with his kids when I'm not home. Oh, what? My wife has a single friend and they text all the time. They are close friends. He mostly talks to her about his dates and other related things. He has 2 kids and the kids like to play with our kids, so we arrange to have playdates during dinner time. They usually stay for a couple hours. During the playdates, my wife, myself, and her friend have a few drinks and hang out while the kids run around. I'm working late tomorrow night and won't be home until after 8. My wife still wants to have the playdate, however, I'm not comfortable with it and don't think it's appropriate. Am I the asshole? Fuck. This is rough. Okay. This sucks. This entirely depends upon the boundaries set up in the relationship and what you're comfortable with. I will say, in general, I think having a member of the opposite sex alone but the kids are there, so it's not like they're gonna do it, but oh, this is hard. This is the hardest one so far, because on one hand, I think if it was just him alone, obviously you're the asshole, right? Or sorry, you're not the asshole, because until after 8, how old are the kids? That's true too. It's a thing of, like, I think generally, like, I don't know, people have different standards for relationships. I think a lot of people do have, like, the kind of ruling, and it is based on some heteronormative bullshit, but that I think generally a lot of people have the standard of one-on-one, like, alone time at night with a member of the opposite sex is probably going a little bit outside of the boundaries of a normal relationship. However, this is a friend that you know. Their kids are going to be there hanging out, so there's another reason for him to be there. It is an established trend that you normally all, you all agree on. This does reek of maybe insecurity of your wife is talking to a guy that is single and you know that he's single. This is rough. Yeah, it's a guy that's been going on dates. It's a guy that you know. He's been around at your place. You've hung out with him. Ideally, you know him pretty well. He's bringing his kids over for a play date. Like, I think saying that it can't happen and that you're not comfortable with it is a bit too far. But I do also think, like, maybe have a talk with your wife about it. Of, like, Because here's the thing. Guys are assholes. I'm gonna be real. Like, there are dudes out there that are 100% comfortable with pursuing, like, girls in relationships when they're single, especially if they're close friends. It sucks, but that is the nature of it. I have had quite a few, I've witnessed quite a few times in which people will break up and then immediately, like, the girl will go out with, like, the close single friend, you know, that she promised was not, you know, at all attracted to her. So it's weird. There are guys like that. However, I don't think it's fair to assume that your wife is, like, gonna fall for that. Again, it would be different if it was a one-on-one thing. It'd be different if the guy was just coming over to hang out and you were going out and then all of a sudden it's just the two of them alone in the apartment at night. That, I think, definitely crosses a little bit of a boundary in the relationship. But I think I'm going to say you're the asshole because this kind of reeks of insecurity. You might not trust the guy, thinks he's dangerous, but he would say that. Well, the thing is, I think that would stand if, again, they were alone, right? But the kids are going to be there. Like, if I had a girlfriend or a wife or something, I don't know that I'd be 100% comfortable leaving her alone with a dude in our apartment when I'm not there. Not even necessarily out of it's not even necessarily like out of lack of trust for the girl, but out of lack of trust for the guy, if that makes sense, because you never know. But with the kids there, like, nothing's really going to happen, you know? And trying to control the situation like this and the insecure vibes is not the way to go about it. Am I the asshole for refusing to watch a religious speech and saying it's boring? The guy, quote, I like, sent me, atheist, a video of his fave religious talk. I tried a bit, then told him I'm not gonna. He asked why, and I told him it's boring. He keeps insisting, even though I said it, kept saying no around 5 times. After that, he was like, it's just 20 minutes. I got frustrated and said, it's 20 minutes of my life I will never get back. He got upset at me and told me how important religious stuff is to him and stuff. Oh my god, this is also written by a 15-year-old. I apologized, but he still seemed upset, so I apologized more. He said, it's just you being you. What does that mean? This is written by a fucking 14-year-old. It's going back in time. I don't know. He said it's okay. I feel kind of bad. I feel bad and kind of feel like I shouldn't be the only one apologizing since he tried to force me. You're not the asshole. You're a 15-year-old that's probably trying to date another 15-year-old. It's the pushiness that gets to me. I will say, if you like him, it is kind of a dick move to not even give something that he's clearly passionate about a try. I know, again, people on Reddit skew anti-religion and people in life kind of skew anti-religion. I'm not religious at all, but like, if this was another hobby, like if this was a guy trying to send you, like, I don't know, an episode of an anime that he liked and you just refused outright to watch the first episode, I'd be like, come on, you can give it a fair shake. Like, if it's something he likes. But religion is different because there's definitely that element of, like, conversion and, like, pushing it onto you. You're just not compatible. I don't think atheist and highly religious people are really gonna cut it out for each other in a relationship, you know? I don't think it's on you. I think you're not the asshole. You're probably just not compatible. I don't think I've got a single one of these wrong yet. I'm kind of banging it out the park. She gave it a fair shot and he tried 5 times. Yeah, no, the pushiness is definitely weird. I mean, again, the thing is, if it was somebody I liked and they gave me a thing that's 20 minutes, I don't care if it's the most boring 20 minutes of my life. I will watch the whole thing. You know? If it's somebody I like, if it's somebody I care about and it's somebody I want to get to know better, I will give it a shot. I will try. I will give it a fair 20 minutes is not that long. I might be on my phone, but like I will watch the whole thing and try it out. Can you expect that of a teenager? No. Is it fair if it's a religious video? Probably not. You're scarily good at putting yourself into the mindset of a Redditor. I just know how Redditors think a lot of the time. Would it be the asshole for buying my girlfriend a coach ticket while I fly in first class? Probably. My dad did this to my mum. Ever told that story? When we were flying back from Australia to the UK, I flew ahead, obviously. If you were around back then, you know, I flew ahead and I got into the house first and I settled and I was there for a few months before my parents flew over. My dad bought himself first class tickets and just kept my mum in economy. And I remember thinking, if you guys hadn't been married for like 30 years or whatever it is at this point, 40 years, she would have fucking dumped you. That's absurd. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that ever. Bad move. Just if you have the money to buy yourself first class, buy both of you business. You can probably get 2 business tickets for the price of 1 first class. It's a shitty thing to do. My girlfriend and I will be taking a trip in the spring, COVID permitting, and have been discussing travel options to get there. I work in finance while she works in a research lab. I told her I'd purchase her ticket for it and she was really grateful. However, problems will soon arrive. I have enough money to book myself a first class ticket, as I work 7 80-hour weeks, I think I deserve the luxury. I told her I don't really want to spend the money on 2 first class tickets. I'd be flying in first class and could book her on the same flight, but she being coach, she found the suggestion extremely unfair and called me an asshole. Well, am I? Yeah. Because it's not about, you're leaving your girlfriend alone to sit in coach while you fucking fly first class. Like, I don't, like, if it was any other relationship, like if this was a family member, fucking send it, whatever. Like if this is your brother or your sister, you're buying their ticket already, the fucking, you can buy yourself first class, like it doesn't matter. But if that's your girlfriend, dude, you should also, I don't think I'm crazy for this, you should want to be with your girlfriend on the flight. I think I'd rather be with, like, my partner on a flight in economy than be by myself in first class. I don't know if that's like a crazy sentiment, but like I'd rather be sat beside my girlfriend than sat beside a stranger but be like slightly more comfortable. I don't know, that's you're an asshole. Am I the asshole for talking to my psychologist about my boyfriend? My 19 boyfriend, 22, and I got into a fight 2 days ago. I was angry at him because he constantly refuses to take any responsibility when we argue or fight and always turns it around so that I end up being the one in the wrong. Yesterday I had a session with my psychologist and I brought this up to her. We talked about it and she helped me realize that my boyfriend is invalidating my feelings and how important it is to communicate that with him. When I brought it up, he got angry that I mentioned him to my psychologist because I made him look like a bad person. He said that I'm making a big deal out of nothing and that I shouldn't tell other people about our issues. He's now ignoring me. I'm not exactly sure if I'm in the wrong here, so am I the asshole? You're not the asshole. However, weaponizing therapy can sometimes be fucked for a relationship. When one partner is in therapy and one partner isn't, the moment you start bringing like the therapist in as your backup dancer to control the argument, it can be a little bit unfair to the other person. If you are, because the thing is, the story that you're giving your therapist is also going to be your skewed version, right? So what you're telling your therapist might end up with them saying, oh my god, you know, he's treating you so badly, oh my god, you're so valid. But if he's not getting the chance to say that to his therapist, which, like, fair shot, right? People do that all the time. They complain to their friends or their therapist, right? And that's fine, it's a way to vent, it's whatever. But the moment you start bringing in the therapist's or psychologist's opinion as like a professional opinion when your boyfriend hasn't had the chance to like speak to them, it can be a bit unfair because all of a sudden you're coming in with this like therapy speech and you're coming in with this professional opinion that your boyfriend has no ability to argue against or give his side to. However, him getting angry about it for making him look like a bad person and saying that you're making a big deal out of nothing and that you shouldn't tell other people about our issues is very controlling. Anytime somebody tells you that you shouldn't feel a certain way is a red flag. Don't, like, never let anybody invalidate your feelings. Never let anyone tell you that, like, the way you're feeling is wrong. The way you act can be wrong. The way you react to something, the actions you take, they can all be wrong. But don't, like, the moment somebody says you should not be feeling this way, that's a red flag. So you're not the asshole for that. I'm an asshole for leaving my wife to sleep. We're on holiday. Neither mommy or... Oh, fucking... Oh, don't call... Listen. It is socially acceptable to call your wife mommy only if and only if you are talking to your child. It is okay if you're talking to your child to refer to mommy in the third person. That's fine. In a Reddit thread or in any other situation, fucking weird, dude. Don't do that. I have a break from our toddler during the holiday. Our toddler woke up, I woke up, the wife was asleep. I got the toddler and myself ready and went down to the beach, leaving mommy to sleep. Stop it. I text her once we arrived so she knew where we were. My wife is angry that I didn't wake her up to tell her we were going to the beach. She's decided she's spending the rest of the holiday on her own because she doesn't feel like part of the family. Okay, fucking... Look, you probably could have gave her a little nudge and been like, hey, we're going down to the beach. Like, you wanna come with, or you wanna stay asleep? Like, you can do that. However, if you've both been exhausted and like it was early, like if it was like 6 a.m. This is like, yeah, this is fine. Fucking deciding to spend the rest of the holiday on your own for this is absurd. Purely based on this, I'm gonna go with not the asshole, because like ostracizing yourself from your entire family because of this is crazy. Like, it is a minor hiccup, but it would be the kind of thing of like, oh, you should have woke me up. That is what a normal person would do. Of like, oh, I would have liked to go to the beach with you. You should have given me like a shake awake, but it's not something to be like mad about. Dog, I'm still bar for bar. I've yet to get one wrong. Am I the asshole for cutting my parents off from important information? I'll say this is the last round. My relationship with my parents has always been okay, albeit a bit formal. I'm now 28, married, and have a good job and my own home. I ended up in the hospital with a minor heart issue a few days ago. After traveling for work today, I get several text messages from a family member that I did not tell, asking how I am. I was not planning to keep it from the family, but was waiting for some test results to come back before I have any information. My mother took it upon herself to tell several people. Fucking hell. I called and asked her not to do that and to please consult me first so I can relay the right information. She and my father both doubled down and insisted I was wrong, claiming they have the right to tell the family. I informed her that they would no longer be my first call after an incident and would receive information with the rest of the family if that's their position. I'm the asshole. You're not the asshole. Part of me wants to say this is like such a fabricated situation of like... Not a fabricated situation, but it feels like you're just running to Reddit to farm karma and to farm right opinions because you're so clearly in the right here. But you're... Parents do this. It fucking sucks, dude. When I was getting my diagnoses and when I was like sick as a kid, my dad, every single opportunity he got, every single human being we met would expunge my entire medical history to them like they were my fucking GP. It's parents just... I think parents never get out of the mindset that you are like their pet, if that makes sense. Like, you know how when you're a kid, when you're a little baby, they'll post about everything and they'll tell everybody like, oh, he started speaking today, oh, he had his first day at school. They never like get out that mindset, and so for the rest of your life they're always like, oh, anything happened to my kid, I should tell everybody. It's like, dog. But yeah, you're not the asshole. This is an easy not the asshole. I'm the asshole for being upset with my husband for getting his car cleaned by pubescent girls. Weird way to phrase that. Let's continue. Yesterday there was a car wash drive in our city to fund for a family who lost their home in a gas explosion. What is this, fucking Fate Stay Night? My husband went to it. My issue is that it was organised by a family friend of the affected family, and I guess they had their 3 teenage daughters washing cars in bikinis and whatnot. I don't know their ages, but it's a set of twins and a third, maybe 15 to 17 years old. Am I the asshole for being royally upset with my husband for going? He said in the past he hates washing his car and full surface car washes aren't so common. He works off-road a lot and his truck is always filthy. He says the automatic car washes seldom work. That's fine, I get it, but why get teenage girls in bikinis to wash a car? I don't get the appeal whatsoever. It's downright disturbing / disgusting to me. Good night, Dragon. For what it's worth, my husband and I are both mid-30s. We have a 4-year-old daughter. Did he know? Because you see, I guess they had their 3 teenage daughters. Like, was he aware of that when he went? Because that changes things. If he turned up and he like... that's just what it was, and he was like, fuck it, I'm here anyway, I might as well get my car washed. That's whatever. Like, and it's a charity for a family friend. Like, turning up is not... If he knew it was happening and he deliberately went for it, and the excuse of it, like the car wash is not working, is a bit weird because, like, I don't think that's a thing. If he knew and he went, that's weird. But like, even then, it's a charity event for a family friend. It's honestly the weirdest thing is that the fucking family friend having the girls out in bikinis washing cars is strange. I know it's a thing in America that you have girls wash cars to like get money, like in bikinis and stuff. It's fucking weird. 15 to 17 years old is also weird. Although I will say as well, once you hit a certain age, people below a certain age stop being attractive to you. Or at least that's how it is for me. Like for me, now that I'm like 25, just teenagers, just there's nothing there. Like it's almost like it's like your sisters or like kids. It's not even like a case of like you don't find them attractive anymore. They just don't even like register in your brain as like women, if that makes sense. This whole situation's weird. I'd say you're the asshole. Your husband probably didn't know if you didn't know. He probably just turned up to help with charity. I don't think he had nefarious intentions. Am I the asshole for letting my sister know her slip up? I was in our pool with my sister. Our friend, a guy, was almost here to join us. I noticed her bikini top moved a little and exposed her nipple for a minute. Okay. I didn't mention it then. Later, her bikini top moved again and her nipple and most of one of her boobs was showing, so I told her like this, I thought you should know your boob keeps slipping out of your top. She got red in the face and fixed it. I didn't mean to embarrass her. I was trying to stop her from further embarrassment, especially with a friend coming. She yelled at me that since I'm a guy, oh fuck. Bro, you need to mention your gender at the beginning of this. She yelled at me that since I'm a guy, I can't ever mention her boobs or body to her, that I shouldn't have been looking at her boobs. I really wasn't. She stormed off and didn't hang with us when our friend got here. I mean, okay, like, you're not the asshole. You actually were doing the right thing. If her tits were slipping out of her bikini, like, you actually did her a solid in mentioning it. Like, if the other guy showed up, and can you imagine if it was just like that the whole day and just nobody mentioned it to her? You're not the asshole here. Oh, yeah, there's also... Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, it's your sister, dude. It's your sister. There's not like fucking like, yeah, it's weird, but like it's not like you were fucking ogling her. She's overreacting for sure. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm an asshole. If it was me, I'd probably just vacate the situation and be like, I'm not dealing with this. The other guy can handle it. I had that shit. This is proof of me being a horrible human being. I had this situation multiple times in school where girls would had this thing about rolling up their skirts, which ended up being a whole thing. But I would oftentimes see like some girls would sometimes like fucking be bent over a desk or something. And they just fully flash in the class. I just turned the other way. I was like, this is not my fucking business. I'm not gonna go up and tell them about it. I ain't trying to set my foot in that lava puddle. I'm gonna just mind my own business and keep to my work. Yeah, you're not the asshole for sure. We did another 3 out of 3. I've yet to get one wrong, which is kind of embarrassing. I feel like I shouldn't be this good at Reddit, but hey, I'd be like that. We'll do the Wordle. I say we do the Wordle. I'm not gonna do the connections. I'll do the Wordle. I'll do the Pokédoll, and that'll do it. That'll be it. Because we spent a lot of time. Oh my god! Holy shit! Hang on. Penis gate is huge. Okay. My immediate thought is like Spain, but Spainy actually works. Oh, he's kind of the goat. I'm just saying. I'm kind of just like that. Oh wait, I need to do this. Hang on, sorry. I have a Discord streak for Wordle as well. Sorry, you're gonna hear the Wordle noise. Give me a second. Where is it? There's a Discord channel I'm in where people do the Wordle, and I need to get it. I'm just gonna mimic my shit, but if it gets to midnight, I'll miss my streak. Where the fuck is the... Okay, here. Oh, you don't hear it because I'm in streamer mode. Okay. Easy peasy. I got it. Okay. Let's do the Pokédoll. Why did my music stop? What happened to it? I paid good money for this music. Where the fuck has it went? Classic. Golem. Ho. Oh. Okay, I was going to say Onyx, but it's smaller. Evolution stage rock type. Evolution stage. Let's do like a Kabuto. Let's do like an Armaldo. Not an Armaldo. No. Almost. See, it could be Kabutops. For sure, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like Omen. Oh no, okay. Oh yeah, because Kabutops loses the black. Okay, easy peasy. Is that a Charmander? No. Magby? Or Charmeleon? Magby. Magmar. The fuck is it? Is that a Pidgeot? Ponyta? Is it mold? No. Is that Hitmonchan? What the fuck? Fucked up. Eats its weight in leaves every day. It fends off attackers with a needle on its head. Eats its weight in leaves every day. Needle on its head. It's not gonna be a Beedrill. Oh, Nido Sutton. It's gonna be one of the Nidos. I'm gonna say Nido. It's gonna be either Nido King or Nido Queen, right? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Maybe Nidoran. Oh fuck me. Nidorino. Fuck me. Nidorina. Fuck. Nido. It's not gonna be Onyx. I know that has a needle on its head. It's not Beedrill. Beedrill doesn't have a needle on its head. Oh, it's a Weedle. Silence. That's a far-fetched. Okay. What else? I don't really want to do the Rule 34 though today. Rule 34 is cool, but I feel like I might need to alternate it between weeks. It kind of gets a bit like, eh. Schedule, right. Let's see. Honestly, I think the schedule for this week will just be the same as last week. Yeah. I think we do... Last week was weird, so let me actually like formally do it. I'll post it tomorrow, but... Yeah, I'll stream Tuesday, or at least I'll try to. Let's do... Okay. Tuesday, we're going to do... Okay. We have Silksong. We have the community games, which if you guys want to do community games, we can run community games. I also want to do a hand cam stream this week, but I need to try and set that up. I might do that in the yapping stream. I need to test that tomorrow. I'll test that tomorrow before I post the schedule. So tentative schedule. Sunday yapping, Saturday community games. We could do some Deadlock. Friday we do Skong. Thursday we do Dark Souls. Maybe Tuesday I do the hand cam stream if I can get it set up. That sounds good to me. So basically same as last week, but Tuesday instead of yapping, I'm going to be trying to do a hand cam stream if I can get the camera to like... It should work. I should just be able to unbox it and do it. And then the hand cam, I think for hand cam, I'll just unbox some stuff. I have some like merch stuff that's been here for a year that I could probably be doing with unboxing, so... Yeah, that sounds good to me. If I remember, I'll actually draft up the schedule and post it. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. Can we get a reboxing stream too? Yeah, I can repackage it and just send it back out. You're so right. You're so base for that. Let me... You know what? Merc is doing Siege. I might raid into Merc, and then once I get my food, if they're still doing Siege, I might just play some Siege with the boys. Once I've went and grabbed my foodie woodies. Thank you guys for joining me. I think today was fun. I liked doing the name of VTuber, even though I'm sad I did so badly, and I do like doing Am I the Asshole Duel. Although I think I'd like to just open up Reddit and scroll through it, because I feel like the game ones were very, very obvious as to who was in the right and who was in the wrong. And I kind of want to get in the trenches. I kind of want to get in the weeds and like see the fucked up shit that's on there, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, let me start the raid into Merc. Right, I'm gonna raid Merc on Twitch, on YouTube. What did I raise on YouTube again? Bro, forgot how to stream. Customization, redirect.
You know what, Penumbra? Fuck you. All right, just fuck
you.
you.
Kudos, thank you for the membership. Let's see. Do you want to go into Hilo? Hilo's has her re-debut today. Oh, does Hilo not have? Oh, Hilo does not have redirect privileges enabled on YouTube. Okay. Let's raid into Amaya then. Amaya's live on YouTube. She's doing Minecraft stuff. Eat well. I shall try. I shall try my best to eat well. The boys are not currently queued up for a game. I wonder if they've heard that I might be joining them soon. I wonder if they're spying on me. Anyway. YouTube bandies, you'll be going to wish Amaya the best. Twitch Andies, you'll probably be hearing from me in like a few minutes once I've went and grabbed a snack. Every other Andy, thank you for joining me. I will catch you guys Tuesday, hopefully, for the handcam stream. So, bye bye.